Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about ZNOG gas, ticker symbol ZNOG, Z dizzle, my nizzle. We're going to do some technical analysis. We're going to talk about what in the heck is going on and what's going on with the increase in price. So before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor, make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in the video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive on into it. ZNOG gas closed at 12 cents yesterday, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but to everyone who's been in and we saw it go to 4.5 cents, that's actually really phenomenal, because that's a huge percentage. And remember, percentage is the thing that you want to keep track of. I know the price per share is not huge, but the percentage gain is, right? So if you think about it from January, which is at about 6 cents, to now, it's 100% gain. So if you got in at 6 cents, then you've just made 100% on your money. And now would be probably a good time to take that profit, and I'll show you why, okay? So technically speaking, we are completely overextended, overbought at the moment, okay? We have a huge run. Again, we're going off a percentage, okay, not necessarily price per share, but a huge run for ZNOG gas. And one reason I think that the price is going to pull back is because you have to question as why is the price running? Why is the price increasing? What's the purpose of that increase? And there's not one person on the planet right now that could really come forward and say why, because no one knows why, right? Obviously people are buying it, but why? Okay, we're not sure. That's the first thing. Second is, like I said, the price action here, the technicals are telling us that we are due for a pullback and a cool down, okay? We're at 12.5 cents. Here is the first level of resistance, which you see we got there once, we got there twice, got rejected, and now in my opinion we're going to come back down, and your first big test is going to be at about 0.973 or 0.975. That is the red SMA line, which is basically showing the price strength of, can we hold above there, or if we fall below there, where do we go from there, okay? And on here, the MACD and RSI. So your MACD, you're still in a bullish pattern. However, you don't stay in that forever, right? And then your RSI, when you get here, okay, when you get to this yellow line here, typically is whenever you see a pullback. When you get really far overextended here, it's a no-brainer. You're going to pull back down and retest some prices, that were below where you are currently, okay? And especially when you got rejected here a couple of times, 12.5, we're going to pull back down. I just don't know exactly how low we're going to pull back down to, okay, or when that's going to come. I think it's going to come today. We're going to see a pullback. However, my thing is, pay attention to the volume of the pullback. If it's a slow bleed and we just kind of hang out, that's a pretty good sign. If it falls pretty aggressive, then it kind of maybe raise your eyebrows a little bit as far as what in the world's going on. Maybe some people just targeted it for some swings, and now they're just dumping it off and taking profits, which wouldn't be a bad thing for them if they position themselves at the 6 cent mark. Another thing too, I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, is the 42 cents was our overall high for the 180-day 4-hour time frame, and that's about to be updated, right? So as the time goes along, which probably sometime next week, then you will not see this as the high anymore. You'll have to go down here, and it'll be at about 31 cents, okay? Typically when we see that, you see the SMA, the Fibonacci retracement levels decrease over time, and the price action is not, aggressively breaking through resistance levels. Typically we see it pull down, and our price has potential to go lower, to kind of basically update with what the high is going to be. So in my opinion, without news, easily down to 10 cents, and if we break below that 10 cent mark, then you could continue. I'll stick to this, if we can continually go down to retest that 5 cent mark. You just never know, right? However, ZNOG gas has the history to make a run for no apparent reason. Okay, you see that now. it had a 100% run from January to now for no apparent reason. It just kept coming up based on basically speculation and rumors and all this other stuff. And they had an article about there's a company that's extracting oil from Israel in on an offshore site. So that could have gotten people excited and pumped up about the fact that that's happening, and maybe they're like, oh, we got to buy Zion because they're next. And then that started the transition to our bullish pattern. Now they do have the ability to make a large run again for literally no reason. Okay, but if they do come out also and they say that they have the extension for their license, that's a huge step in the right direction for Zion Oil and Gas, and I think that's going to be a bullish thing to start this process and start the uptrend and continue to break through some resistance levels over the next couple of months. That's going to be something to keep an eye on over the next couple of weeks, all right, and kind of go from there. So that's the technical analysis currently, guys. As you have 12.5 cents as your first resistance, still about 18, 23, 28, 33, and 42 your tip top. That's your levels, your overall level of support. 4.5 cents. Again, we did get rejected on that 12.5 cent mark twice. I can see it possibly. One of two things could happen this morning, in my opinion, is if we come out hot out the gate, we hit 12.5, maybe a little bit above that and fall, or we fall first and then close strong at the end at about 12 to 12.5 cents, or maybe even 13. You never know. So be interesting to see exactly what happens. So let me know your comments below what you're doing. Are you buying? Are you holding? Did you buy at 6 cents? Are you taking profits now at 100% gains? Or are you hanging on to see if we have more of a ride from there? So I would love to see it continue to go up. All right. So I know that I've been kind of negative about the price action and everything the past couple of months. However, I don't want it to fail. I'd love for it to continue to move up and get on a big bull run. So let's kind of keep an eye out for that. So that's all I got for you in this video, guys. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.